Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon from the DCUO community, and we're back in the Starro event. So I'm just kind of fooling around today. I'm just trying to get into my own phase, and today's reset day. So there's a good chance that I'm going to be able to do this because everyone is busy hunting the bounty Starro. And there are still people who are working towards that feat. Now, with a quick flyby, there is only one other player in this phase, so I'm hoping he doesn't interfere. But what I'm going to do is just demonstrate applied science again. Because in my previous video I was interrupted, but I also wanted to show you on my nature tune, because I did claim to several players that you can solo this with any power. The power really doesn't matter. It's just that you have to have a bunch of survivability options. So utility belt is probably the biggest factor. So I'm on my nature tune, and as you know, that's one of the lower end powers in the balance. And also, if you add to the fact that I don't really know how to use it. So with all the protocols except electricity, you can let the protocol do most of the work. So what you do is you activate it, and you just step back and wait.
We were born to conquer. We feel no pain.
And you could use the D-pad to just check out the health of all. Now you do have to jump in at the end with an AoE and then tag them all, because otherwise you won't get credit. Like if you wait too long, like if there's just a sliver left, sometimes you don't get credit. But nature is pretty safe for a while because of the stuns.
Hurt one, and we all shall retaliate. Pain? We will make you pay for that. You cannot stop us. We are many.
So right about now is good. There we go. The other thing I want to point out, like since you can't do that with electricity, what you should do, like if you're using a power that isn't as strong or that you don't know as well, is like after you activate the device, you're going to step back about up to this point. They won't aggro if you're like beyond this square. But what you do is, after you activate it, they're going to go from the corners into the center really quickly. So what you do on the electricity ones, you activate it, you step back about here, and you purposely hesitate, right? So that way you're aggroing not the entire group, like maybe half of them. It'll be like 1 to 3. And then what you do is you roll back, and then you slowly take out those 3. You'll come out of combat, and then you'll have like half remaining in the middle, and then you just take them out. So I'll demonstrate that later, but I'm going to take out the 3 weaker nodes first. So I always clear the regular nodes first. Anyway, if you don't, like if you attempt to interact with this, they're going to like body crush you. So you kind of have to clear.
I shall satiate my appetite now. You cannot win this battle. Hurt one, and we all shall retaliate. Pain? We will make you pay for that. Our retribution will be swift and violent. Part of me shall be back. We feel no pain.
With some of the other powers, I don't bother waiting for this.
You cannot
but I'm just playing it safe.
We are many. We feel no pain.
Like I'd say if I was using Alyssa, Takesis, or cryogenics, I would just jump right in.
We all shall retaliate. Our retribution will be swift and violent. You cannot stop us. We are many. The cosmic tide flows in our favor. You cannot stop me. I am Legion.
And the last patch seemed to help this. When they tried to balance the defense across the tiers. Like on paper, it seemed like it was a nerf to the upper tiers. But it really didn't feel like that. Like I don't really feel that in any content. But I felt like the lower tiers got higher defense. Because previously, if you did this and you jumped in, like, you would get knocked out, like, within a few seconds.
We will make you pay for that. Our retribution will be swift and violent. Hurt one, and we all shall retaliate. You cannot stop us. We are
Now, it's kind of good that everyone's phased out, because, like, typically when you try to do this in a populated phase, someone will jump in and like, die while you're doing this.
No pain. Hurt one, and we all shall retaliate. Pain. We will make you pay.
Or a more powerful character will jump in and then just take your credit for like, the work that you started. Alright, moving on to electricity. Now this, of course, isn't 100% because it's sort of a random pattern, but they do start out like around the corners and then they move their way in. So like sometimes you end up aggroing one. Ideally, I want to take 3 of them because I think that's like half the group. There's like 6 total. So once again, I'm going to clear this road because I'm going to use it to roll back and fight them.
I shall make you all bow before me.
Alright, so after I activate it, I'm going to hesitate like around this corner and try to pull back a few of them. Now that is risky, like you could die doing that.
Part of me shall be back.
Okay, I got 2. That worked well. And of course, orbital helps. And sidekick. Sidekick will full heal you for a
Our
while.
retribution will be swift and violent. You cannot stop us. We are many. You cannot stop us. We are many. Our retribution will be swift
And there you go.
violent.
All it takes is patience and strategy. So I mean, if I can do this with nature, pretty much any power set should be able to do this. So anyway, I hope this helped you out, and thanks for watching.